Hey, what's up you guys? After reaction, today I'm going to be reacting to some more of The Flash. This is season 6, episode 2. So in this past week, I decided to revisit Heroes, just because, you know, it's sort of like, I don't know, it just felt like revisiting Heroes, and yeah. Do you want to know something, like, that kind of freaked me out? So, like, Micah in that show, right? If you've seen Heroes, you're gonna understand this. If you haven't, well, I'm sorry. I'm not spoiling anything here, just FYI. But Micah in the show was like a little kid, right? And that actor is 6 days older than me. Or something like that, I think. Like, just a couple days older than me. And I watched the pilot episode the day it came out. So I want you to think about what happens in that pilot episode. And how old my innocent mind, my innocent little child, like... Yes. Anyways. This is The Flash. Let's get into it. Well, the comment said is, gotta say, I'm disappointed that Shan didn't make a joke on how Mohinder, which, by the way, I told you how to spell it, and I spelt it incorrectly. My bad. Should be working on his father's research. Right. It's been a while since I watched Heroes, so yeah, it was interesting to kind of revisit again. For the record, the actor isn't British, but was born in Chicago, Illinois, with an American accent. He had more of an Indian accent on the Heroes pilot, which I noticed rewatching it. But he started a British accent for the rest of the series. But, like, he had, like, a little bit of a tang still of the Indian accent, I noticed. I noticed that rewatching it. And that's probably why it's a bit weird, because I think he's doing an American accent here. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I just thought he sounded weird. Maybe he's just gotten rid of the tang. I don't know, whatever. The Flash got a new showrunner this season, Eric Wallace, who joined the show in season 4. He replaced Todd Helbing, who has worked on the show since season 2, first as co-showrunner for season 2 and 3, then as sole showrunner for season 4 and 5, after a certain producer's firing. Oh, that's probably why those seasons were not particularly the best. I said what I said! Todd's better off showrunning Superman and Lois anyway. Oh, that makes me kind of anxious and scared. But I've heard good things about Superman and Lois, so I don't know. Let's not talk about Superman and Lois, because expectations. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but Barry closing the black hole is one of my favorite moments of the show, or really TV. Really? I don't get it. Some could say it was corny or something, but when I was watching live and Cisco started playing the Queen Flash song, I just ended up having a bigger smile on my face and cheering. I love Queen, and I've been thinking they should use this song since the beginning, and Cisco said they have saved it for a great moment. I don't know. That kind of just went over my head, to be honest. But, I mean, I'm glad some people got some enjoyment out of it. Flash was saving the universe from a black hole, and the song and the beat just perfectly fit the build-up going on. Then the suspense waiting to see if he survived, which we all know that he would survive, let's be honest. And then the epic hero moment coming out. That and the new suit, like you said, just makes me love it. Fair enough. That scene just went over my head. Yeah. This is the best Flash suit so far. Fight me. I 100% agree. The only thing that could make it better would be some gold boots. Just saying, why can't he have the gold boots yet? Like, why not? It's part of the costume. Just saying. Oh, it does look good. Dude, it looks so good that I said I would like to lick it. I agree, but after last season, just about anything would have been an improvement. I mentioned this in the Batwoman reaction, I believe, but I also rewatched Elseworlds over the weekend, and I didn't realize how red the Flash suit was last season. Like, it was very vibrantly red, and this seems red too, but it was like a whole other vibrant red. Like, this may be like a shade or two darker. It just looks a lot better. But yeah, plus, you know, his helmet just looked too bulky for him. It just looked really weird. Like, it looked like they created a whole new suit and then just stuck his helmet with got rid of the chin strap for some reason. And here, from what I can see, it's like they've redesigned the entire suit and the cowl, so I like it. I think Frost's glowy eyes are like the lightning that courses through Barry's and only shows up while she's actively using her powers and not just the frost mode. I don't know, I can't help but feel like every time that she's been frosty, she's done the glowy eyes. I don't know. Whatever. I want to lick it was not a sentence I thought I would hear to describe a superhero costume. Look, I'm a Flash fan! Heart, you know this. Do you not recall how excited I was about starting this show? Like, really, throughout the first 2 seasons of Arrow, all I was talking about was how excited I was to start The Flash. Like, can we be there? Like, I am a huge Flash fan. And to be able to see, like, an awesome costume like that, you bet your ass I want to lick it. I had to pause because I could not stop laughing. You are weird, but an amazing weird, and we all adore you. Thank you. That's, I'm gonna hide, because that kind of just... I'm wearing blush, but that kind of made me blush a little. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, did I just mess... I made my hair all messy and gross. Great. Anyways, I had paused just before she said it, and I had to rewind to remember what the hell she was talking about. Would have been funny if Suresh had showed up last season instead. A serial killer going after people with superpowers. I feel like Mohinder would definitely have had some insight to offer, just from personal experience. Absolutely. And you know what? I'm just, like, here's a little something about heroes, though. Like, I'm just saying, I noticed they just really didn't know what they were doing with Sylar to begin with on that show, did they? It wasn't until they, like, cast Zachary Quinto that they actually knew what they wanted to do, because, oh my, it shows. Anyways, so the Monitor just gave a big flat middle finger to Oliver, who mortgaged his own life to save Barry from being annihilated, and now he just shows up to tell Barry he's going to die anyway. What a dick. Well, I mean, he's going to die in a different scenario. A different scenario that he wouldn't have made it to. So, I don't know. Ooh, I predict we're going to have more of people forgetting to call characters by their assigned nicknames and Shan making a fuss about it. I can't wait. Cisco mentioned that the new suit was ready before punching in Queen's The Flash. Oh, okay. I must have just missed that. American Pie was lame, so I was cool with calling him that, but I won't call Ramsey Mohinder, sorry. Well, I'll just substitute your naming of the villain to Mohinder anyways, so... but I do remember him playing a doctor on New Amsterdam about the same time that this is airing. That's funny. I guess Sandhill does make a good doctor. Ooh, and Ramsey's theme. The best Blake Neely score since Prometheus or Dark's themes. I didn't notice it, but I'll try and pay attention to that, because I do like the I do like scores. I like a good score. And I was sure that Mohinder was British because of Heroes. The same with David Anders. Takiso was British, so David was putting on an accent. Oh, the guy on My Zombie! Right! Kensei. Right. Until I heard them in different shows. Only then I googled them and I was shocked. Right. Sorry, I just had to put together who you're talking about. It took me, I read it and I didn't understand, who's Takeso Kensei? And then I literally read it. I'm sorry, I do this. I literally read it in, Hiro's accent. And then I realized who it was. Estimating that Reverse Flash is in his 60s isn't that far as stretch. Tom Cavanagh is currently 57 and 58 at the end of October. So in season 5, he would have been mid-50s. Okay. I haven't seen any of these seasons of the Arrowverse, so it's nice to watch along with you. Hopefully these seasons will be better than the last ones. I hope so. Especially with Crisis coming up. Can we just be there already? I would love that. Can we be there? I don't know why you're excited. There's no crossover coming or anything. What are you talking about? Lol, don't you try and gaslight me. I will have you know that we got a crossover coming up. I'm really excited about it. Okay. By the way, for those of you who are curious, Arrow begins next week. Just in case you're curious. Also, you can check all this on the website, aftershowreactions.com/schedule. And you can see a couple weeks ahead on the schedule, in case you were curious. Anyways, let's get into the episode.
This is a potential cure. What's the bonding agent?
Dark matter. My cure will work.
Or turn them into metahumans against their will.
You cannot avoid
Okay, I think he is doing
Just
a
tell me
British
what I can
accent,
do.
maybe.
Flash
But he's not doing it with the Indian tang, and that's what's confusing me. I don't know. I'm getting confused.
I stared at that newspaper for so many years.
Flash missing, vanishes in crisis.
First, it felt like a guide. Proof that things were heading in the right direction. Then it became a sword hanging over my head. Part of me always felt like if I vanish in whatever crisis is coming, maybe I was still out there somewhere, looking for a way to come back to you.
You become the lightning that struck you.
According to the monitor, that doesn't happen.
To save the lives of billions, the Flash must die. What kind of crap is that? No, I'm serious. I mean, the monitor shows up here out of nowhere and says that you're supposed to die on December 10th. The last I remember, that article said that you were in a fight with Thawne, not some cosmic disaster.
The article changed.
Yeah,
If
true.
that article can change, then that means that we can still change the future. So what do we do first?
If a doctor told you you were dying, you'd get a second opinion. So I'm gonna go see this crisis for myself.
Okay. I was asking, can we go to the future and see it? And I was joking. I mean, I was kind of joking, but
I thought Gat would be here.
I was
Gat's
exaggerating mostly, I guess. But are we going to actually see it? Really?
Change of plans. It's 5,000 now.
Gat said it was 500.
Okay, wait, please. I will get you the rest. It's a matter of life and death.
Please, I will get the rest of the money, I promise. Too late.
T-minus 30 seconds, people.
I knew this was a bad idea.
This was your idea. I'm just the guy making dreams come true.
Okay, fine. Just do it.
Did it work? I sound like Katie.
You sound like a non-meta, thanks to Ray Palmer. As long as this nanite camouflage cocktail is active, your voice and eyes will allow you to blend in with any group of regular Joes. So you can, you know, live your life without scaring the ever-loving crap out of people.
Okay.
And what about my hair?
So,
Trust me.
is that
it'll
just a
fit right.
continuity thing last episode then?
What am I looking at here?
Your next lesson, Frosty. Some of the very stuff that makes life worth living. Art.
Wowzer.
I don't like art.
Is this
I don't know.
photographer
Not my thing.
extraordinaire Camilla Wang?
Come on, Frost. It's not all that bad.
There are used tissues on this. And this is just a plunger.
She's
Oh
literally
my
me.
god, look at the brush strokes on
I'm
this.
sorry.
All right. Whatever guy made this has some real issues.
Due to a preponderance of the evidence, the state intends to seek the maximum penalty against the defendant, Allegra Garcia.
Which is why the defense would like to plead out. My client is aware that a jury would put her away for life and is willing to settle for, say, 15 years.
Is that true, Ms. Garcia?
I suppose.
All right, then. I guess we can save the taxpayers some time. Ms. Horton?
What the hell are you staring at?
Nothing. Just, Your Honor, the prosecution requests bail for Miss Garcia.
What?
The defendant is pleading guilty.
I know,
so
Your Honor, that it's a bit
you said
unorthodox,
something.
but we've discovered new evidence.
My office doesn't have the resources to find anything.
Are you sure you want to go down this road?
Yes, Your Honor. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Where will you go?
December 11th, 2019 is the day after I'm supposed to disappear.
Maybe we should loop in the rest of Team Flash.
Until we know the truth.
I don't feel great about you going in there alone.
I'm not gonna be alone. I have this.
Hello, Barry Allen. Preparing for temporal observational protocol.
Is that Gideon?
It's a mobile Gideon unit I built from salvage parts of the plinth.
You'll come right back to this moment, right to this second.
I promise.
Approaching Mach 1. Mach 2. Now approaching November 30th,
Look at him time traveling
2019.
again.
December 1st, 2019. Disruption barrier detected.
Why didn't it work?
Your wound is still not healing.
My readings indicate you were exposed to an extra-universal material that destroys positive matter on contact, a substance known as antimatter.
Antimatter, that's new.
So all of this stuff clogging up the speed force. Gideon, how do I get past it?
Not without additional assistance. Fortunately, there's an expert in the field, Dr. Jay Garrick, formerly known as the Flash of Earth 3.
Oh my god, we're finally seeing some more Earth 3. I don't know if we've seen, I think we've only
Good to see
seen
you again,
Earth
Barry.
2.
You too, Jay.
Maybe,
You were
I don't
right.
know.
You were hit with a dose of pure antimatter. Lucky you have speed healing, or that scratch could have wiped you out of existence.
So is there a way that I
Place
can
kinda
time
looks like
travel past the barrier?
John's
You want to tell me
place.
why the hell you were time traveling to begin with?
I
Should we
needed
go?
to see for myself if the monitor was telling the truth about what happened to me. And I know what you're going to say about time traveling.
Actually, I was going to tell you made the right call. For the past year, I've been detecting antimatter signatures across the multiverse. Now, we don't know their origin, but if my algorithm is correct, all Earths could be in danger.
Then we have to find a way to break through that wall.
Your body never could, but maybe your mind can. I built this thing years ago, the Neural Hyper Collider. It harnesses neural electricity and transfers it across superluminal particles.
Projecting human consciousness across space-time. You could send someone's mind past the antimatter wall.
Not just anyone, it's got to be a speedster. In his prime. You in?
Yeah.
Then let's hustle. I've already had to postpone my dinner plans.
Not any further, I hope.
Oh my god.
Barry, I'd like you to meet my wife, Dr. Joan Williams.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Barry Allen. I've heard quite a bit about you.
The victim was killed by a radio wave attack, which is Allegra's meta ability. And an eyewitness placed her at the scene. Even recognized her tattoo.
My powers have never been wrong before, and I do not want this kid going down for something she didn't
I mean,
do.
your powers have shown someone to be,
She's not guilty.
Dude, come on, those are
feel
mine.
guilty, but that
Sorry,
doesn't
my bad.
mean that they weren't guilty, though.
See these burn marks on the Vic? They don't match a typical car explosion at all. It's like he was burnt and toasty before the car crash. We know that Allegra's powers give her the ability to control radio waves and not heat waves, so...
Allegra might not have done this.
And I told Judge Hankerson there was new evidence in Allegra's case.
Okay, guys. All we have to do is find it.
Okay, Unit 37, here it is. Uh-oh. I always come prepared. Oh, boy.
Allegra?
You're not going anywhere, okay? We just want to talk for a second.
She doesn't have a power. Wait, she does have a power? I thought she had meta dampening stuff on.
Allegra Garcia, you're under arrest for parole violation.
Jay's helmet will help channel the tachyons into your frontal cortex and ignite your synaptic pathways.
She said tachyons weirdly.
I won't lie to you, kid. Beaming your mind past an antimatter wall is risky.
I know. Right now, it's a matter of life and death. Let's do it.
His biometrics are crashing.
I'm also picking up temporal energy readings. His mind has broken past the barrier. It's not just a new timeline he's found. It's billions of them. And Barry's mind is experiencing them all.
In order for billions to survive this coming crisis, the Flash must die.
We have to get him out of there. But why should the spirit of mortal be proud? Like a fast flittering meteor, a fast flying cloud, a flash of the lightning, a break of the wave. He passes from life to his rest in the grave. Barry.
I don't like that they've got a with streaks of grey as well. Guys, stop it.
Brother Knox, I've discovered that poetry can stimulate collapsed neural pathways.
Lady Gaga usually works for me. Ah! What's wrong with me? Ah!
The device overloaded your neural synapses, creating a near shutdown. What you're experiencing now is called neural entropy.
It feels like my nerves are on fire.
They are. Because you're a speedster, your synapses fire 10 times the normal rate. So you're feeling 10 times the amount of pain a non-speedster would. You'll feel better in a day or two.
What'd you see in there, kid?
I saw billions of possible futures. Billions of deaths. All their pain, their suffering. And then they were gone. I felt all of it. Now I know the monitor was right. I have to die. I need to go home.
Barry, you can't be moving.
Please, I have to see Iris.
Ow, ow, ow. It's not getting any less ow.
I don't understand. I thought Allegra controlled radio waves.
So did we, but she fired a heat blast right at Ralph.
It wasn't just heat, it was ultraviolet radiation.
He got a sunburn.
Yeah, from hell.
Look at his face. Most UV light gets absorbed by the ozone layer. This was entirely undiluted. If it wasn't for his powers, that sunburn would have killed him.
So put some aloe on it.
Okay. Can I just talk to Caitlin for a minute, please?
No, I've got things to do.
What are we gonna do about this?
Don't even get me started. Listen, even though UV rays have shorter wavelengths than radio waves, they're all part of the same electromagnetic spectrum.
So Allegra must be able to control all the different types of wavelengths, which means she could have killed Salvador and our eyewitness. And I set her free.
Dear Horton.
I took a chance on you, Allegra. So you tell me right now, who really did it? Tell me who killed those people.
You wouldn't believe me either.
I mean, just
I want
tell
my
her
lawyer.
and maybe you will get an idea.
This is insane. All of the evidence says that she's guilty, but My powers are telling me that she's not just innocent. She knows who the real killer is. I just need her to trust me.
All you need to do right now is slow down.
What I need to do is find evidence to exonerate her before the trial, and I am running out of time.
Well, that's because you're trying to do the public defender's work and not your own. You do realize how much trouble you can get in, right? You let Allegra out of jail for an inexplicable reason, and now there's another murder.
My powers are telling
Two
me.
people are dead, Cecile.
You know her rap sheet. It's petty crimes and robberies. It's not double homicide. That doesn't even add up.
I haven't known this woman in a long time, and the evidence adds up. We need to recognize that, unlike facts, feelings can be fallible.
Except when it's your gut.
I've never said that.
You didn't have to. That is a scared kid with no one to stand up for her. The public defender's office is overworked and underpaid. Joe, I'm the only one who can prove her innocence.
Your job is to prosecute the cases that we bring to you using the evidence. It's like you don't even want to be the DA.
Are you telling me I have to choose between using my powers and doing my job?
That is not what I just said.
It's what you're feeling.
I don't understand Cecile's power. Like, her power is empathy. Right? Feeling something and thinking something are different. Feeling is love, happy, sad, guilt. How does she feel that that's how he thinks? What? I don't understand.
It was risky to move him here, but he needed to see you, which we understand.
Thank you.
Your husband stared at me that same way when we first met.
I'm sorry. You look just like Barry's mother.
Oh.
What? Well, Barry's physical pain will go away, but the mental aspect, some of that won't. Not for a while. But I know you'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you.
Something's coming, Joe. I have to make a sacrifice. But at the same time, I can't help but feeling like it means I'm giving up.
Giving up? When I was a beat cop, I walked the same patrol every day. One morning, I'm responding to a noise complaint. Out of nowhere, pop! Bullet flies by my head. I got pinned down. I called for backup, but everything was telling me that's it. Next morning, I can't even tell you how scared I was to go back out in them streets.
But you did.
Yeah. Because of this. Our badges, your emblem, they're symbols of the strength that we're charged with to get back out there. And we don't make the choice to die. We would never choose to do that. But when we hear the call of duty, we're willing to make that sacrifice. That's not
Interesting way to think of things.
That's what you call resilience. I know you'd have plenty of that.
I love Joe West. He's such a good dad. I love him. I don't know what I'm doing.
Were you drawing?
No.
You were drawing.
No, because drawing is for losers.
Looks like you were drawing.
It's really hard, okay? I was trying to draw this. I've been working on it forever, and it's not getting any better.
Have you tried tracing it?
Is this why you've been all cranky pants since Camilla's show?
I stink, okay? I don't know why I thought I could plumb the depths of my soul.
Hey, you do not stink. You want to go off and be Vincent Van Snow? You want to show the world what's inside of you using art or paint or dance? Do it. But you got to understand that other people are trying to do it too.
I feel like a Yakuza baddie is stabbing me in the stomach repeatedly. Is this how I made everyone feel at Camilla's show?
Yep, that's a feeling we like to call guilt. It's a little stabby. But it can also show us when we need to make something right.
Oh yeah, took a bit of stretching, but we got about 5 years worth here.
Good. Is there a file on a girl named Esperanza Garcia?
Yeah, there is. I smell a mystery.
Inmate was discovered in a vegetative state. She has been taken out of our custody.
Out of custody into the hands of a very redacted organization.
Esperanza's alive.
Cecile, did you hear that? Cecile, you got to get there.
That's not me.
All right.
Bring me Allegra Garcia or burn.
getting like Electra vibes from her. I don't know, like with her costume. I don't really see what's going on.
We gotta get you out of here. Come on.
Hey, what's up?
Barry, we were talking to Cecile about her case.
Turns out that Allegra had a cousin named Esperanza with the same powers as her. Everybody thought that Esperanza was dead.
Esperanza must have killed the witness, not Allegra. No, Esperanza can't let anyone know she's alive.
CCPD is in a total blackout.
She's going after
Then why
Allegra.
did she show up?
I'm going to send Ralph there right now.
That was
No,
dumb.
there's no time. I'm going.
Barry, no, you're still recovering.
I'll be fine, all right? I'm going.
Can't let anyone know I'm alive, so I'm gonna show up and show people I'm alive.
Esperanza, este no eres tú.
Tienes razón. Esperanza murió hace 5 años.
Superhero landing.
I'm only ultraviolet now.
No! I won't let you do this.
Then you die too.
Keep him safe.
Look at that suit, everybody! Look at it! Why are you running straight, Barry? What are you doing?
Hero, I want you to die on your feet.
Ultraviolet light travels at 186,000 miles per second, which is 80 times your top speed. I suggest a hasty retreat.
Our badges, your emblem. When we hear the call of duty, we're willing to make that sacrifice. And that's not giving up, Barry. That's what we call resilience. And I know you'd have plenty of that.
That's better.
Why are you running straight? I don't understand.
Cecile, call the medic!
Maybe put some medicuffs on her before she escapes.
Hi. I'm looking for Iris West Allen. I'm here about the
Right.
internship. Hi,
She wants to be a
Cecile Horton told
reporter.
me to expect you. Welcome to the Citizen.
Just don't touch the vegan donuts.
You can put your things right over there.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Barry Allen. You keep being the hero we know you are.
I will.
Ready?
Yes.
Do you guys remember when they were closing the breaches and like they were closing every single one and now they just open them whenever?
A little hope on a not so great day. I'm sorry about earlier.
Don't be. You're in pain and shock, and I was scared too. But seeing you at CCPD, fighting with your all, it reminded me that no matter what this crisis brings, no matter what you choose, I know that you're never gonna give up.
I'm not choosing to die. I can never make the choice to leave you. But if my death is the only way to save the universe, to save you, I'm willing to do that.
Then, whatever we do next, let's make it count.
We can start by preparing the team for this crisis. Maybe even a world without the Flash.
And
So what do we tell them?
And I was thinking about this before. Does this mean that they're gonna start trying? Because, I mean, they obviously want children. They want to make sure that they have Nora, right? And if he's going to vanish in this crisis, gonna die in the crisis, whatever, you would think that you would want to leave behind your legacy. Right?
Substance could have been absorbed into victims' veins prior to death.
Dude, I've dealt with so many zombies this week. I don't want to do it again. Oh man! Why? Why? Why do you have to like? Just like why? Why with the zombies? Why? Just like why? Alrighty, well that was The Flash Season 6, Episode 2. We saw a glimpse into Crisis. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but still. You know, we got to see Joe Garrick again, which is great. It's always great to see him. And the fact that he's married to a woman that looks just like Barry's mum. Wow. Allegra. Such a strange name. It's like, reminds me of Aguilera. But I know that they're different names, but like, Allegra. It's just interesting. So it looks like Iris is slowly getting a team together for her for Central City Citizen. So that's good. I'm glad that they're finally like fully pushing this for her. Killer Frost having to deal with like, I don't know, art was a bit random, but it was cute. And so far it just looks like we're getting like little snippets of Mahinda, so I wonder when that's going to become a bit more of a problem. But I don't really want zombies, so can we maybe not? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.